Alliances Heroes. Eliances is the destination for entrepreneurs, investors, CEOs, inventors, leaders, celebrities, and startups, where our heroes in business align. Now, here's your host flying in, David Kogan, founder of Eliances.
Hello and welcome to Eliances Heroes Radio Show with me, Glue, the producer, today your host, live in our Los Angeles studio. We're at the beautiful Dream Hotel on Dash Talk X. Be sure to go to Eliances.com, that's Eliances.com, the only place where entrepreneurs align. And it is the Heroes Radio Show. What is a hero? Let's talk about it. A hero knows no roadblocks. They take risks, they employ others, they entertain, and we have an incredible show today. I am bouncing off the walls. I don't know about everybody else in the studio. We have an incredible packed studio today, and coming up later in the show, we're going to be talking with Hayden Byerly. He's an actor. You would remember him as Jude on The Fosters and in many other movies and TV shows, and he also has his own nonprofit. We're going to be talking to him about that. And then later on, we're going to be talking with Dean Paulos, who invented something incredible that's going to blow your mind. So stick around and learn more about that. And we also have Candy Lee. She's a singer in her new album, Dirty Little Secret. We're going to be talking to her about all of her dirty little secrets. So next, let's talk. That's right. So first, let's talk with our guest. Thank you for the feedback that we continue to receive on our interview that we did with the founder of Kayak.com. You can go to Eliances.com and listen to any of our interviews and nominate your hero. So, going on vacation, staying in a hotel, it's supposed to be a treat, right? But it just gets expensive and there's so many things. We have with us somebody who is changing all that and changing the way that we do business with hotels. It's Brad Pamnani. He is with AirStayz. It's token.airstayz, that's AirStayz.com. Brad, what is hospitality today to all of us? How is what you're doing different from just lodging?
Hi, Christine. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. So hospitality, as we all know, consists of a lot of segments. It's not just the lodging. It's the lodging plus the experience, plus the dining, plus the travel perks, plus the recreation, and it could be leisure, it could be business. That industry has been around for thousands of years. And since we were back in the 80s and BC, we were still servicing people in some way or the other, and we're just doing that now in the modern world, on these websites and whatnot, where we are try to create our own experiences. So that's really where experiences in hospitality come about happening, and that's what we're trying to change and disrupt sort of in this industry.
So you're a seed investor and advisor, but tell me, AirStayz, what exactly does AirStayz do?
So AirStayz is basically a platform that we have created out of necessity, more so than just doing another tech company. If you were to look at the founders and co-founders of AirStayz, they're all very well off guys. These guys have had multi-billion-dollar worth of exits. We had founder of Open Table as our executive, as a co-founder of our company, Eric Moe, and then we have Marco Soriano. His family's been in the hospitality industry for the last 8 or 9 decades almost. And then Mark Italia also has a bunch of Mark hotels in Europe and in Australia. So these guys felt a necessity that our hotels are not serving the travelers best, but they're serving these online OTAs companies the best, which is, in terms of their greedy needs and their profiting off the travelers' requirements. So that's where, they created something for themselves and then realized, well, this something is actually going to be much more amazing if we can share this with the world and disrupt the industry and actually connect hotels directly with the travelers without having the need for any middlemen out there. And that's really how AirStayz came about happening.
And I noticed the word token in the website name. So what is that? Yeah.
So token is really where I kind of came in the picture because AirStayz was already kind of going in with Mark and Marco, and I said, well, let's take this thing to the next level and really expose this to the world, and keep up par with the tech that's currently out there. So that's where me and Mark, we were just smoking a cigar in a lounge one night, and he was telling me about all of his, his investments. I was telling him about his, and then came about AirStayz. He said, "This is what I'm doing," and I was like, "That's cool. This is something I personally believe in that I can help you take this to the next level. And he's like, bro, I don't know what this blockchain stuff is. I mean, I've heard about it, kind of researched it, and I personally had, by that time, already invested in 5 different blockchain companies. So I was super excited, stoked, and I said, this is something I believe is going to change the entire industry. And that's why I personally became an anchor investor in the company. That was my role, is to supplement the blockchain technology on the existing tech that they were already building and take it to the next level. And that's where our blockchain tech comes about happening. Blockchain is simply an open ledger. When you have hotels, you have all these ledgers and all these different hotels, and then you combine into each and every branch and division, and then each has its own ledger that they keep to keep the books. Whereas in blockchain, it's an open ledger. It's transparent and it can be traced back through multiple layers. And so that's really where blockchain helps us as a utility and to help the travelers and keep transparency in what we're doing.
That's wonderful. So explain it to me a little bit more. And it sounds like what you're doing is kind of pushing aside online travel agents. How does Airbnb feel about this, or how should they feel about it?
Well, it's not about how any industry feels about the other. It's the same story when Airbnb started out. They did not think about how the hotels are going to feel about us, or how any other online platform is going to feel about us. They did whatever they believed in is the best course of action for their vision for the world, which is create these best possible experiences and the travel and the dining and whatnot. We came about the same concept. We're not thinking of any hotel industry or any Airbnb industry that's already out there. We're thinking of something that's going to serve us, and meaning us as travelers, and also as hoteliers. That's the missing key, that Airbnb never owned any hotels, no properties, nor are they planning to do that, because they're making all this money without owning anything, and that's the best industry. Well, but thank you Airbnb, thank you Expedia, and now you guys are off the block. Now there's new kids. We're going to be more transparent and create more disruption and more connection with the hoteliers and the travelers, directly cutting off the entire middleman process. Because these guys, all the OTAs that are out there right now, they charge anywhere between 15 to 40% just on booking a reservation. So the mom and pop hotels, they're getting crushed. They can't do what they're trying to do and connect the travelers, because it's dominated by these monopolized industry. And most of these online OTAs, they're owned by major giants. There's only top 3 giants. I'm not going to name them out there, but we all know who they are. So that's really the purpose of AirStayz, is to disrupt all of that and go out there and just make sure that travelers are not just having a great lodging experience, which is to stay in a room, but it also connects the traveling side, the concierge service points and the service that you receive while dining. That's why, Founder of Open Table brought this to us, and we integrated in our platform, and then we have our other services along with that. And just to use our platform, we're rewarding. No other industry is doing that. No other platform out there is rewarding you just for using the platform in multiple assets. And you can go and liquidate that into cash over these altcoin platforms that are out there in cryptocurrency, and you can turn them into cash. So that's really the neat aspect of cryptocurrencies versus blockchain versus the traditional OTAs that are out there, and how we're trying to integrate them all into one platform and bring that out to our travelers.
Wow,
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely,
Totally
right?
cool.
Yeah, revolutionizing the industry for sure. And you're listening to me, Blue, producer of the Eliances Heroes radio show. Today, your host on Dash Radio Talk X with the Eliances Heroes radio show. Make sure you go to Eliances.com. That's Eliances.com. Nominate your favorite hero, because we're talking with Brad Pamnani. He is a seed investor and advisor, and with AirStayz. That's token.airstays.com. Okay, so Brad, is the beta out right now? Is it past proof of concept? Where are you in your process?
Yeah, so you see, that's the problem. A lot of cryptocurrencies have had a bad name out there, because they basically went out with just proof of concept, raised all this money, and then not completed the actual tech work, which is the total opposite industry of what the traditional tech has been doing all these years. So that's why we have all these experts on board, such as Mark Soriano, Eric Moe, and Mark Italia. They know what it takes to build solid companies from ground up. And that's what they're doing right now. We built the tech. Our tech's in beta right now. We're not a proof of concept right now because we're live. And as a matter of fact, there's a live sales portal open right now during the holiday season So if you want to be part of AirStayz, when you buy these tokens, in state, you're actually part of the company. You are technically a shareholder on blockchain of the company, and then you're going to be rewarded every time you use this platform, whether you're booking, traditional hotels or any other hotels that we're onboarding around. And I think we have around 150,000 hotels that we're partnered with right now through Single Night. So that's another partnership that we have created through GDS that brings about a lot of rooms on board. And it's past the beta stage, and by the end of first quarter, and then we have our Apple Store iOS app ready to go. Right now the app is out there. It's an off-site link through Apple also, but not in the actual store. But people can still download those links on the website. That's token.AirStayz.com and purchase and be part of this right now, because we're offering a massive 40% discount only because it's the last of 2018, and we want to really push it out there and get the word out.
And so make sure you go and check out token.AirStayz.com to learn more about it. And I was actually looking at your website.
Yeah.
It's more than just the booking.
Right.
So tell us more about that, like the tech and everything,
Right.
and how does it all blend together, like the actual operations within and all
Right.
that. I thought that was really cool. Tell us about that.
Sure. So yeah, that's really the purpose of AirStayz, is not just to give you a place to stay, which is the token, STAY, that's the actual token on the cryptocurrencies website, but it's the actual experience, the hospitality experience, because that's what the founders and the co-founders of this company are all about. They're about servicing and catering to people, and that's not that's nothing for me to speak. That's obvious knowledge, public knowledge. All these guys, that's what they've done. That's what they specialize in. So that's what they're creating right now, but something much more and disruptive than what's already out there. The boring online booking, and then you get paid, and then hotels don't get paid, and the traveler gets nothing. And so that's what we're trying to disrupt, and we're trying to reward the traveler. They also have an option of skipping the desk. You go to the hotel, you book a hotel, you go straight to your room. There is no front desk. There's no platinum, diamond, sapphire, all these lines. So we're past that stage. We're moving to the new era where we don't need all those loyalty points. The loyalty points should go to the traveler, not to the hotel and all these lines and waiting and frustration and whatnot. So that's really the goal of the purpose, this year, to reward these guys, and that's why we're offering the 40% discount right now in order to be part of the company. Now, as far as the token is concerned, the token itself is going to be applicable not just in the lodging, but also in the recreation, in the dining, which is part of Open Table, and then also in the concierge services that are part of AirStayz. And we're simultaneously integrating multiple partners and very, very big partnerships globally, not just through private companies, but through foreign ministries, through European ministries and Latin American ministries, which are actually coming to us to ask for advice on how to integrate their travel and tourism around the country, which is obviously through our founders and co-founders that are well connected through for several decades. And so that's what we're trying to bring and provide them transparency, whereas 15 to 40% are going to the OTA is not only going to be paying 6 to 7% just to make a booking, which makes a huge difference, not just to the travelers, but also to the hotels who own those hotels, these mom and pop shops. So that's where really, AirStayz makes a big disruption.
Wow, that sounds incredible. So, Brad, what advice do you have for those listening, maybe who want to make an impact and don't know where to begin? What's the best way for them to get started?
I mean, honestly, the best way is to just, go do your own homework and due diligence, see what Stay is capable of doing, and the rewards that they're offering, and just go and compare yourself. That's the same reason why I became part of it. Nobody sold me to invest in this company. I just saw the vision right away, and I see that very rarely in some companies. We have had, we're a private equity fund. We invest in multiple companies all day long. We've had over 80 companies just in 2018 that we invest in directly and indirectly. This is one that I'm directly part of. There's a reason why, because I believe in it so much, because this is going to disrupt the industry, and that's the reason why we're pushing it so much. And you can just go to the website again. It's very simple. It's token.AirStayz with a Z.com, and that's the live portal that's on until the next 7 days or so, by the end of 2018.
Well, Brad, your company is working to change mindset and open a new way of doing business with hotels, restaurants, and more through booking and the stay.
Right.
Brad Pamnani, AirStayz, that's token.airstayz, AirStayz.com. And you were nominated by Peter Anadronistakis, president of Oxygen Hospitality, which, as we know, powers Eliances Heroes radio show on Dash. Make sure you also go to oxygenhospitality.com. And stick with us. We're going to be right back with Hayden Byerly.